Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to do a little tech tip, and it's going to be in regards to rivet filling. In the past, we've made some videos and shared them with you on how we do it in the build center in regards to filling rivets. So since then, we've greatly modified our way that we do it, and it's actually more streamlined and it's a little faster. So I wanted to share that with you guys, especially when you're doing multiple airplanes and thousands of rivets. This is what we had come up with recently. So the product that we use is a product from Aircraft Spruce. It's called Superfill. It's two-part compound that we mix together, and it's usually pretty thick. And how we reduce that and thin it down is with just standard rubbing alcohol. So the average work time on it out of the container right from the factory is right around a half hour. So by thinning it down, it allows us to apply it through our syringe that I'm going to talk about, and B, it kind of prolongs our work time and allows us to do it within about an hour. So we got about an hour work time, so it increases it. The syringe that we use is something that we find at your local livestock or tractor supply company. So these are used for livestock, injecting livestock with vitamins or medicine. So it is a 16 gauge needle. So the needle is 16 gauge, which allows us to fit it directly into the rivet head, which is pretty ideal. And when we mix our Superfill, we want to make sure that we mix it in small amounts. This syringe is 30 milliliters, so it's more than enough for what we need for an hour worth of work time. But it allows us to thin it down, put it in the syringe, and it flows through the needle very well into the head of the rivets. So the Superfill takes generally about 12 hours to cure and dry. So once that 12-hour period is reached, we'll come back the next day, and what we'll do is we'll take our 320 grit sandpaper on a sanding block, and we'll just knock the head of the Superfill off the rivets, because as we inject it, it actually brings the Superfill past the surface of the rivet, and then we just lightly sand it down until it touches the head of the rivet. And we'll do the whole wing or fuselage all in one time, and then we'll go back after we have sanded, and we'll just inspect the rivet heads to make sure that it's adequate. And if we need to add a little because of a small air void or something, we can do that. But biggest thing to keep in mind is just mix small quantities. This syringe is roughly 10 to 20 bucks at the store, and we just want to mix small amounts so that way our work time is around an hour and we can do small areas as we go along. And usually it takes us a couple hours to do a whole wing, so it's not doesn't take too long to do a whole fuselage or wing. It just takes a couple days. But hopefully this helps you guys. It's just a couple tools that we use here at the Build Center, and it should work for you guys very, very well.